Horror games are a fascinating subgenre. Virtually every game that attempts to utilize horror is trying to answer the exact same question. How do you actually make someone afraid? It's a deceptively difficult problem because, as you probably already know, fear isn't something you can just brute force your way into. Sure, a loud noise might startle you once, but surprise wears off fast, and the second it does, the fear goes right along with it. It's the reason why when I boot up a Five Nights at Freddy's game, my fear usually dissipates in literal seconds.
She is such a bad bitch though!
Usually horror games that stick understand that fear has to be earned, and that is a really hard thing to pull off. Not only is it tough to keep someone scared over a long period without the tension wearing thin, but it's even harder to do while maintaining genuine originality in your design. And that is where this game comes in. What might look at first like a calming fishing simulator is secretly one of the most effective horror experiences around. And I find this is the case because horror games are always at their absolute best when you have something to lose. And that exact principle is why this game, Snapjaw, succeeds so brilliantly, both as a video game and as a piece of horror. Now let me elaborate. The game starts you off in the Shack, which is essentially your hub. Here you can buy upgrades for your boat that last for your entire playthrough of the game before you head off to sail in hopes of achieving your goal. Speaking of which, what even is your goal? Well, besides, fishing, the main goal of the game is to find your dog who has gone missing. After setting sail, you find yourself on day 1 in a dystopian, dilapidated environment. Your goal is to capture 6,000 grams of fish, so my brother, you better start fishing. Looking at your map, you can find hotspots for the best places to fish, as well as oil leaks to keep on top of your dwindling fuel. The problem is, they don't want you to fish. These flock-looking drones are pacing around, usually guarding the fishing spots that you want to get to. And if they see you, then boy howdy, you better make sure you hide. Also, if you're a naughty boy and go speeding around like some sort of daredevil, this speedometer robot will stop you. So if you want to speed, then just like real life, do it when law enforcement isn't around. So yeah, you stay away from drones and try not to speed while catching some baller ass fish. But other than that, man, that's pretty much all the weird stuff you're gonna be facing. So after gathering your desired amount of fish, it is time to... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You need to feed the giant robot monster its fish, and if you don't, then let's just say you're quote-unquote gone fishing. But hey, if you successfully hit that 6,000 gram goal and feed the monster, you move on to day 2 with a higher gram count, as well as some money to buy upgrades for that specific run. This is a simple concept for sure, but it's still effective. And the reason why it's effective is because you lose your progress if you fail. If you can't deliver day 2's worth of fish, you gotta do it all over again, starting from day 1, without your run-specific upgrades and without your cute little Roomba. I'm just kidding, he reappears every time. Now, obviously, it's not literally all your progress. That would be pretty unfair. You still keep the upgrades you apply back in the hub, but the main takeaway that can be gathered from all of this is that each time you fail, starting up a new day still applies this pressure of trying to balance all of these chaotic concepts. And that is the main reason why this game is so fun, and also so scary. I mentioned before that it is really hard to earn somebody's fear, but through this game's combination of well-crafted gameplay mechanics along with excellent obstacles that are meant to deny you to the best of their abilities, the byproduct is this cocktail of chaos, horror, and straight up addicting gameplay. Oh, godlike fish, dude, yes. If you manage to survive day 1, day 2 hits you with this crazy goal of 13,000 grams of fish, and if you can somehow pull that off, day 3 demands a massive 32,000 grams, which I haven't even been able to pass yet. But despite the steep curve, the loop is so ridiculously fun and stressful that it earns my fear through pure natural tension, building genuine terror through the gameplay itself, even while you're having a blast playing it. This whole loop reminded me a lot of a game that just came out, Welcome to the Game 3. In that game, much like Snapjaw, you're constantly juggling a high-stakes objective while a lineup of killers actively hunts you down. The horror doesn't just come from the threat itself, but it comes from that suffocating balance of trying to accomplish your task under relentless paranoia, paired with this constant, sickening realization that a single mistake resets all your progress.
Z pozdrowieniami od Adama.
Now, while I enjoy Welcome to the Game 3 to an extent, it is undeniably brutal. Where Snapjaw actually outshines it is by providing players with a much clearer path to improvement. The obstacles and chaos don't really, frustrate you, they encourage you to keep trying, not only for that sweet dopamine hit when you reel in a godlike fish, but to actively beat your own high score. No shade to Welcome to the Game 3, but it just doesn't offer that same positive feedback loop, often feeling like it's actively trying to screw over the player.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty done here.
And I think that's another massive testament to why Snapjaw is so great and full of potential. Even in this early demo stage, losing your progress should feel frustrating and unfair, but not once did I feel cheated. Snapjaw makes it crystal clear through well done game design what choices are right and what choices are wrong, whereas Welcome to the Game 3 can feel downright cheap at times. But this video isn't about Welcome to the Game 3, that's for a future video, so let's just go back to Snapjaw. There are also a ton of things I loved about this game that don't really fit into one neat category, so I'm just gonna spitball a few here. From a psychological perspective, the game constantly forces you into these brutal, micro-level risk-reward decisions that are just so gratifying when they work out. Like, shit, I could fail today, but hey, look, a fishing spot over here. If I fish there, then I can hopefully get enough to satisfy the Antichrist robot monster. But oh no, my fuel! Will I have enough fuel? When you make that split-second decision that determines whether or not you fail or not, and you barely pull it off, it's just so cool and gratifying. It's that constant push and pull which in turn creates this level of organic tension that a scripted jump scare just could never match. On top of that, the presentation is just magnifique. The sound design is crisp, informative, and smartly crafted. The feedback when you land, a catch or you drop a line is ridiculously gratifying, and the synth-heavy OST sets an incredible mood. Honestly, I wish it was on Apple Music so I could just stream it on my own time. The wildest part about all of this is how I even found out about Snapjaw. I had seen zero footage of this game prior to this video, and it all stemmed from a simple email from the devs telling me to try it out. By the way, F16 Games, thank you very much. So I just took a chance on downloading it, and it turned out to be one of the most uniquely unsettling, creative, and addicting indie games that I've played all year. It's an absolute gem made by just 2 developers that deserve way more eyes on it than it currently has. So if you have any love for survival horror or high stress management games, please go check this game out. The demo is completely free to try, which is what this entire video is based on, and the full game is coming out sometime down the line. I'll leave the link in the description down below. And that's all from me. If you enjoyed watching, definitely check out the game for yourselves, leave a like on this video or a dislike depending on how you felt, and consider subscribing if you want to see more stuff like this. I hope there was something in this video that was entertaining or some, information to chew on. I'm trying out this new style of more straight to the point videos and reviews. Hopefully this will increase my upload rate and as a result, more videos for y'all to watch. But that's it for me. Much love, y'all.